The NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers. And welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. And thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep, downfield, as often as you can.
On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Wilson going to throw right away. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 2nd down, Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The motion man is Sanders. They'll go play action with Young. He's got his man. That's Legette. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try to run with Hubbard. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And a short pickup past the 25. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Harris.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Young to throw on 1st and 10.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21. It's a Carolina 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback? With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12. And the Panthers 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Young. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And 3rd down coming up.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Now Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give, it's Hubbard. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings them right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. He slams it in there, and he is in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. The Panthers move out on top, 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh-ho! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to run it. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the first down. That one good for 15 and a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. Second down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
They'll run with Harris. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, second down and goal. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. Now Russ. Good blocking, and he's in. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on first down. His throw left side is complete. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough. for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
On first down is Young. A throw there, caught by Leggett. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Panther first down.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the bootleg, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Off he goes. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Second and 7. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
Here's Eddie Pinheiro now as the Panthers will try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Harris. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run the draw with Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. He'll tuck it and take off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Play action now for Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This one from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Young to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Panthers.
They'll go play action with Young. Now he'll run it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
The motion man is Sanders. A run with Hubbard. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Young. he will fight his way to the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers move out to a 24-10 lead.
Steelers 10.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Patterson now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out, first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down, it's Fields. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can...
Now Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a second look. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Fields now on 2nd down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
First down, Fields. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a second down throw for Fields. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers back within 7. It's 24-17. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
fourth down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He was brought down at his 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. Once again, it's Warren. Warren, first down and more. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Fields now. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing is Fields. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
3rd and 5. Now, Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got his man. That's Leggett. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down is Young. In trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Tremble comes in motion. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Young. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Carolina first down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
Young to throw on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. They'll come up now for second down and 4. The motion man is Sanders. On second down, Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Panther first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Young quickly out to Leggett. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Back to throw, Young. He'll try to run for it. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
A second down throw for Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this...
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. To throw, Young. He keeps it himself.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
Third and goal. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Patterson now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
First and 10. To throw is Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Third and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Young. A toss left side, caught by his running back. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Young. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A high throw over the middle that's taken in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
On the ground, this is Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Harris. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he will score. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate, and an opportunity for a big shot, you end up falling short.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's Fields. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. Now a 3rd and 2. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Young to throw on 1st and 10. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Second and 7. The motion man is Sanders. Now Hubbard. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's Austin to return. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And we brought it down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Austin brought in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle.